Hello and Assalamualaikum to Madam Azura and my fellow classmate. My name is Wan Nur Syamimi binti Wan Muhammad Tarmizi and my group mate Nur Maisara binti Azman Hisham and Nur Hanisa binti Muhammad Jumain. So today, we are going to present our interview company which is FGV, Felda Global Venture. FGV Holding Berhad is a Malaysian company that focuses on the entire supply chain of palm oil, sugar manufacturing, and downstream activity in oils and fat and oleochemicals. Wisma FGV main company is located at Jalan Raja Laut, Kuala Lumpur. FGV produced approximately 3 million MT of crude palm oil after processing over 30 million MT of fruit from Felda Smallholder and third-party estate. Felda Global Venture Holding Berhad is a global agribusiness and food company headquarters in Malaysia. It is a subsidiary of the Federal Land Development Agency, Felda. FGV, which has operations all over the world, manufactures oil palm and rubber products, oleochemicals, and sugar products using material sourced from Felda colonies across the country. On 3 July 2018, the company renamed itself FGV Holding Berhad after dropping the phrase Felda Global Venture from its corporate name. Felda Global Venture is backed by a strong workforce of over 55,000 people. FGV mission is to be a global leader by creating value through their human capital. Their human capital is the absolute key to their future, and they also look to create real tangible value by the effort and input. In addition, the embodiment of governance and compliance with effective corporate governance is critical to FGV to deliver their long-term strategy and create sustainability for their shareholders. Moreover, building an integrated value chain advantage, FGV core business strengths stem from historical approach to building an integrated value chain where they can make most efficient and effective connection. Lastly, cultivating diversification in commodities and geography. FGV vision is to be among the world's leading integrated and sustainable agribusiness that delivers value to their stakeholders and customers. Felda Global Venture used the FGV value. This value helped the company to shape their organizational culture and guide the way they run their business. FGV value are as below: partnership, respect, integrity, and dynamism. So, based on our interview with one of the HR manager from the Compensation and Benefit Department, Puan Azalina, she has mentioned that her company provides some type of compensation component that offer salary and wages, allowance, incentive, bonus, commission, health insurance, and retirement contribution as compensation component. Besides that, Felda Global Venture, for example, offer health insurance that include outpatient treatment, maternity leave, medical leave, and dental coverage. In addition, the company also provides group hospitalization, which is capable for all employees. For incentive, FGV provides financial incentive to all employees in the form of commission, productivity, long-term incentive, and shares. FGV will provide appropriate accommodation for their employees who are on outstation duty because their company has its own transportation. According to Puan Azalina, it benefits FGV company because it has transportation. This is because if they want to use transportation, they do not need to look for outsider to pay instead. They pay to the transportation department itself. It may indirectly increase the company's earning. Puan Azalina said, as stated in the Act, FGV has a trade union to defend the fate of its employees. Every 2 years, the FGV company conducts a compensation review. Puan Azalina stated that if the government make a change, it will be implemented immediately after receiving approval from the board. It was also stated that this situation takes 1 to 2 months to obtain approval due to the need for the analysis. Next is rising benefit costs. According to Puan Azalina, every time there is a change, the HR practitioner have to change, where they need to go through several options. For example, which one is company able to pay? For instance, the government agreed to a HRM1,500 minimum wages. As a result, the company must change its policy as soon as possible to align with the new government policy. Puan Azalina stated that there are advantages and disadvantages where there will appear dissatisfaction among employees and there is no pay gap between old and new employees. So, as a result, they will gather to conduct an analysis with other HR practitioners. FGV has benchmarking and involve group personnel. Benchmarking is important. Every year, all employees are required to participate in the survey, and there is a face-to-face session on employee and management issue, as well as communication with the benefit practitioner who implement the benefit. Versatile code is also used by the company, where the company need to know where to place this company position. This code is different from other companies, and most companies put the code range P75 to P19. Company FGV place P50, where it is neither less than nor more than what the company pays. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, Nurhanisa.
Pay level is a crucial component of an organization's pay system. Pay level is used to indicate compensation differences resulting from differences job position and job requirement. In general, pay level climb as an organization structure does. The level of the job, accountability, responsibility, position, and experience all affect the pay of the employee. In determining the pay level for each employee, FGV Holding has set a certain criteria which include experience, qualification, and skill set. The experience owned by the employee influence their pay level. The more experience employee have, the higher pay that they will receive. Second criteria to determine pay level is qualification, where the employee with different level of education will receive different pay level. The third criteria are skill set, which refer to knowledge, skills, and experience required to perform the task. If an employee have extra skill set compared to others, they will be paid more by the company. Next, the company's strategy in retaining their best employee also important when their competitors has a different pay level. In FGV Holding Berhad, they do not put much effort in retaining their employees since their retention is remain low as 3%. However, when the company need to retain their best employee from being taken by the competitors, the human resource department will suggest for counter offer. The company may offer a higher pay to their best talent in the effort to retain them in the business. Furthermore, based on the interview session, Madam Azalina stated that the common problem faced by FGV Holding Berhad in compensation and benefit is insufficient salary. Usually, the complaint received from the employee is the salary received is insufficient. In order to overcome this problem, the HR department will educate their staff on compensation and benefit that they will receive. The company always do comparison with rivals in the same market to ensure they do not offer salary lower or higher than their competitors. The company wants their employee to understand why the company pay them in a certain amount and what are the expectations on the employee's performance. Moreover, FGV Holding Berhad arranged a few sessions with their employees to ensure all of the employees from different levels are satisfied with their salary. The sessions set up by the employee include roundtable session, open day session, union session, and knowledge sharing session. The roundtable session is referred to the session where all HR staff will meet with all staff in every department to give them an opportunity to voice out their own opinion and complaint. Next, HR department in FGV Holding Berhad set up an open day where HR staff will visit farm workers and the workers are free to express their grievance to HR staff. Not only that, the employee also have a session with union. If the employee have any problem, they also can complain directly to union. Lastly, to ensure all employees in each level satisfied with their salary, FGV Holding provide knowledge sharing session with all of their employees. In this session, the management will share what does the company implement and why company implement that policy. So next, let's move to pay structure. Pay structure, which also known as salary structure, can be defined as a compensation received by the employees. It is the payment system where each person and job role in the company is paid depends on how valuable they are to the company and how well they perform their duties. For FGV Holding, the factor influence in determining their pay structure is government legislation and market factor. In designing an effective pay structure, the company needs to obey with the employment law that's set by the government in terms of minimum wages, working hours, payment of bonus, and other relevant matters. In addition, the company determining their pay structure based on market factor. FGV Holding utilized consultants to assist them in designing pay structure according to market pay. Based on the salary survey, the consultant will provide latest information on how much the competitor in the same industry pay their employee. Moreover, FGV Holding berhad designing their company pay structure using job analysis, job evaluation, and pay survey analysis. Job analysis is the process of analyzing position in the company to discover and assist job placement within the pay range to make sure the structure design is realistic and workable for the company. Next, the company designed their company pay structure through job evaluation, which can be defined as the procedure used to determine comparative value of various positions within a company. FGV Holding also utilized pay survey analysis where the company identify and gather a compensation data market to ensure FGV Holdings compensation package competitive within its industry. Besides, there are a few important considerations that's set by FGV Holding when establishing a pay structure, which include company financial, company strategic, and employee's position. When the market pay higher and the company cannot afford to close the gap with the market, they may propose to pay the employee lower than the market offer. Next, the company needs to consider company strategic before set a pay structure. For instance, when the company's goal is to be the world's first agricultural company, then they need to pay more attention on farm worker by paying sufficient salary to ensure they stay in the company. The last important consideration is employee's position. HR department will identify which position is important for them to sustain, and they will construct proper pay structure to retain the best employee in the important position. Additionally, FGV Holdings divide their level of pay structure into two groups, which is non-executive and executive. In non-executive level, the staff will be graded from G1 until G7. It consists of two categories staff support, which is administrative support and technical support. In executive level, the pay structure of employee will be based on the position where the board director will be at the highest position and the assistant executive will be at the lowest position in executive level. Each grade and position in the company have their own pay range.
The component of pay mix that FGB Holdings Berhad offer is base pay, benefits, and long-term incentive plan. Pay mix is the ratio of fixed pay to variable pay in a salesperson's compensation. It represented as a percentage split of total target compensation, with the first number representing base salary and the second the target incentive amount. There are a number of factors that go into pay mix analysis, all of which directly contribute to how aggressive the ratio should be. These elements include sales team member roles, the type of selling each person is tasked with, and the type of structure that is going to motivate them to sell. Of course, the length of the sales cycle, transaction volume, customer type, and other components all help determine the optimal pay mix. FGV Holdings Berhad reward their employee based on performance. Rewarding employee for good performance is vital to motivating and retaining talent. When employees are rewarded for their efforts, they are likely to become more loyal and productive. This can boost the overall productivity and output of the organization. Furthermore, aligning reward to highlight good performance and recognize top performers is a good way to show employees how their productivity helped the company. In order for FGV Holdings Berhad achieve certain sales targets, a reward program will be established to incentivize employees based on how well they meet or exceed this target. On an annual basis, the board of FGV Holdings Berhad evaluate the committee's performance and extent to which the committee has met the requirement of its term and reference. Moreover, they also reward their employees based on their own contribution. The company rewards their employees depending on the contribution of their workforce. In other words, employees will be rewarded when they successfully perform the task as prescribed. Employees of FGB Holdings Berhad receive reward annually. Increment and bonus will only get it once a year. Seniors Management's performance bonus of FGB Holdings Berhad is determined based on group, sector, cluster or division, and individual performances. Individual weightage for these factors vary between employee groups depending on employees' accountability and line of sight. The board of directors is responsible in assessing the individual performance of the GCEO, company secretary, and chief internal auditor. The performance of other senior managements are assessed by the GCEO. Other than that, the company also provides long-term incentive plan for their employees. In an increasingly competitive market, this long-term incentive plan helps FGV in attracting, retaining, motivating, and rewarding top talent. The company provides benefits not only for the employee but also for the employee's family. They offer good family medical package, flexible coverage which include optical and vaccination for staff, housing subsidy after 5 years of working, parking subsidy, medical benefits, sufficient maternity leave for staff, and many more. Business software or a business application is any software or set of computer programs used by business users to perform various business functions. These business applications are used to increase productivity, measure productivity, and perform other business functions accurately. These applications save a lot of time and money by accomplishing different tasks in minutes. Otherwise, businesses need to hire employees to do those tasks. Choosing the right business software can help the company grow by leaps and bounds. There are various types of business software commonly used by companies. FGV Holding Berhad use Excel, payroll, SAP software for the compensation and benefits. Software is responsible for accomplishing different tasks. One of the most important business software for any organization is the payroll system. This software is important for managing payments within the organization for employees and contractors. This is able to calculate the payment and tax deduction for each and every employee in the organization. The other crucial software for companies is the invoice and billing software. The software is easy to use and handle a number of transactions in their daily activities. You need to enter specific details of the client from the database and the invoice is ready to be sent to the clients. Based on the interview, human resource managers stated that they spend around 15 million only for the software and application. Software specifically used by FGB Holdings Berhad is Excel, payroll, SAP software. Payroll software is an application used to manage, organize, and automate the employee payment. The software tracks all payments and maintains all payment records. Payment software varies in price and features that can be used by small business as well as large corporations. Next, SAP software or system application and product is a widely used enterprise resource planning software. SAP creates a centralized system for businesses that enables every department to access and share common data to create a better work environment for every employee in the company. Next, Excel. Excel uses spreadsheets to organize numbers and data with formulas and functions. Excel analysis is ubiquitous around the world and used by businesses of all sizes to perform financial analysis. As a conclusion, FELDA Global Venture method that is used is quite efficient in terms of both its usefulness and effectiveness. A wage and benefits program that is competitive with those of competing employers might increase job satisfaction. Employee happiness with company policies and a stronger feeling of purpose are increased when they are satisfied with the employment package that is being offered to them. This has the immediate effect of decreasing employees' motivation to hunt for better employment opportunities elsewhere. If a company's compensation and benefits are satisfactory to its employees, they are more likely to stay with it, which lower the turnover rates for the company. That's all from us. Thank you.